Everyone, welcome to the season finale of On the Right Track, presented exclusively to you by Spherion Mid-Ohio. I'm your host, Hayden Gray, and we've got an excellent episode planned for you tonight. We'll start in Lexington, Ohio, where our intern Jocelyn Patterson has some interviews for you with the state qualifiers from the Lexington girls team. We'll unveil last week's Making Strides Top PR winner, as well as unveil our final batch of nominees. Then we'll head out to Mohawk and chat with University of Houston commit Zayden Fry about his upcoming quest for a third straight state title. And finally, I'll fill you in on everyone you need to know that's competing this Friday and Saturday at Jesse Owens Memorial Stadium for the OHSAA State Track and Field Championships. Well, to kick off tonight's show, as always, we have to start by thanking our exclusive sponsor, the good folks over at Spherion Mid-Ohio. Spherion Mid-Ohio is staffing and recruiting specialists servicing 9 counties throughout Mid-Ohio. Spherion Mid-Ohio offers professional jobs for amateur sports fans and everyone in between. Visit the link below to see jobs they are currently hiring for, learn about the perks of using a staffing agency, or to fill your current staffing needs. And of course, I need to give an extra special thank you to the people over at Spherion Ohio, Beth Delaney, Jessica Heiser, Miriam Morgenstern, Matthew Peters, and everyone else involved over there at their operation. They've done such a nice job of supporting us this year, not only my show, but Travis's show as well, and sending out these little goodie bags here to our Impact Team of the Week athletes, full of little fun toys for them, as well as some handwritten letters, which just goes above and beyond. So I wanted to give a special shout out to Spherion Mid-Ohio to say thank you for supporting our local high school athletes. Well, to kick off our final First Let's Flash Back segment, we're going to switch things up a little bit here on the season finale. There's just so much going on with state this Friday and Saturday that there's not enough of me to get out and talk to everyone, so we had to call in some help. So we're going to flash things back to Wednesday night when I went over to Lexington, Ohio to meet up with our intern Jocelyn Patterson, who interviewed a few of her fellow state qualifying teammates. Here's how their interviews went.
What's your name?
Kenley Miller,
And what are you going to state for?
the 4x8.
And how has your 4x8 prepared for this state race?
Well, in the beginning of the season, we kind of played around with who's in the relay and the order of the relay, and we just found out who fit best. And like workout-wise, we've done a lot of like speed work, like fast repeats, but then we've also focused in on like 800 speed and getting that endurance going.
And you've gone to state for cross country a few times, so how does this compare to going to track just once for your senior year?
It was very exciting, and I kind of have an idea like what to prepare for, like cross country. I mean, there are hundreds of people on that line, and you feel so overwhelmed. And I know it's going to be the same on the 4x8 start line, because I mean everyone's like 1 second apart, so you're just going to be packed in there. It's going to be overwhelmed, but very competitive.
Thank you.
Braylee Sloan, and I'm doing the 4x8 and 2 mile.
Emma Wise, 2 mile. And how do you guys feel that you guys are both going as a 2-mile together for the first time and as a freshman? That's a pretty big deal. So how do you feel about that?
It's really cool, and it was nice to see like Emma and us so close at regionals, and hopefully we can bring that good energy to state.
I think it's really cool, especially like as a senior, and I get to go with the stud freshmen, so I'm pretty excited.
And for the 4x8, how are you feeling about that too? Comfortable and confident?
Yeah, I think we'll have a good chance to do really well. Hopefully we can PR as a team, and it was really nice seeing Eliana have a big breakthrough in the Open 8 at regionals.
Thank you. All right, go ahead and say your names in the event that you're running at state.
McKenna Arnholt, 4x2.
Allison Laurie, 4x2.
And you're making a return to state because we were there for indoor. How does that feel? Different competition because outdoor is a little bit tougher. So how does that make you guys feel?
It feels pretty good. It's definitely an accomplishment to get this far.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just really proud of our team because we've worked really hard during the season, and I think that, I'm very proud because we deserve to be there.
And what do you think we can do to get that school record?
Just run hard and run fast.
Yeah, make sure we get good starts, we run hard through the zones, and just trust each other.
Very good. You became a champ Saturday at Lexington Regionals. How'd that make you feel passing those 2 Huron girls that you had a battle with at districts?
That was insane. I mean, I wasn't really expecting to get first, so I mean, obviously there's a lot of pictures of me at the finish, but I was really excited.
Yeah, and going into state, how does that put you and mentally and going into that?
It was a little bit of a confidence booster at first. I mean, I'm kind of nervous, but I mean, all you can do is run your race. So just knowing that I have people that I've run with before that are also going is helpful for when I'm there.
Yeah, you'll have that competition to push you. And for the 4x8, how's that looking? And how's that relay really developed?
I mean, over the season, we had a inconsistent 4x8 lineup, so we're still getting used to it, but we know our potential. We can drop a lot of time, so that's also pretty exciting to see what happens in that.
Thank you.
Well, it's that time of the show where it's time to find out who you, the fans, voted as your top PR in our Making Strides segment from last week's episode, and we've got the answers right here. So without further ado, your winner from episode 5 of our Making Strides segment is Madison's Nevaeh Lewis. Receiving 50.4% of all votes received, Nevaeh takes home our episode 5 Making Strides top PR winner. Congratulations, Nevaeh, and give Madison Nation a big thank you. Now, without further ado, it's time to give you your episode 6 nominees, our final Making Strides segment here on the Right Track. So we're going to change things up. We're going to give you all 5 winners from our previous episodes and see who the ultimate Making Strides top PR winner from this year is. Our first nominee is Lexi Plott from Cary, who in episode 1 set a new PR in the high jump. Our second nomination is Nathan Strebe out of East Knox, who crushed his 1,600 and 800 meter time back during episode 2. Our third nomination is Miranda Stone from Galleon, who previously set a new PR in the shot put and discus and has since progressed to make it all the way down to the state meet this weekend. Our fourth nominees are Davis and Marcus Hoflick from Clear Fork, who back at the state middle school meet set new PRs in the high jump and long jump. And finally, our fifth nomination, who you just heard about 40 seconds ago, is Madison's Nevaeh Lewis, whose 100 meter time set a new school record of 12.20 seconds. So it's time to see who the Ultra Making Strides top PR winner is. Make sure to get your votes in on social media, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube by next Wednesday at 11:59 p.m. Then your winner will be revealed on Thursday. Well, now it's time to take a break to hear from our show's exclusive sponsor, Spherion Mid-Ohio. When we return, I went out to Mohawk to speak with senior Zayden Fry, who's looking for not his first, not his second, but his third state title in the pole vault this Friday. Our conversation's up next when we return.
You have better things to do than to job hunt or scramble to find your next great hire. So let Spherion do it. We say local is our superpower because we live and work where you live and work. We know the Mid-Ohio job market, and we're locally owned, so you won't find a partner who's more engaged and literally invested in your success. If you're ready for something better, start with Spherion. Visit us online at midohiojobs.net or call 419-747-7479.
Welcome back, everyone, to the season finale of On the Right Track, brought to you exclusively by Spherion Mid-Ohio. Now, it's not every day that you get to be on your high school track team with just 7 teammates at one point in your career, and now as a senior are headed off to the University of Houston to compete under one of the most prestigious Olympians of all time in head coach Carl Lewis. Well, that's exactly the situation Zayden Fry has found himself in as he competes for his 3rd pole vault state championship this weekend. I had a chance to catch up and spend some time with him and his father this week. Here's how our conversation went.
Here over at Mohawk with Zayden Fry today. Zayden, let's first just talk a little bit about your senior year overall, maybe some of the highs, if there were any lows, and just how you have felt about your competition this year.
All right. There definitely has been some highs and lows. This start of the season, I guess this spring was kind of crappy, and just like with all the weather and stuff. But I started to get back into it, and I started to kind of get into a groove. But then over at Wynford, I don't remember which meet it was, but it was just kind of like a weird cold meet. I went to go vault, and I strained 3 muscles in my hip flexor going down my leg, and that set me out for 3 weeks. So that was kind of like a major setback that I haven't really had to deal with before. So that was a really big kind of test to I don't know, my mental health as much as physical ability, but it was kind of like a downer. I took off 3 weeks really trying to come back even better than I was. And once I got back, I even started to get into a groove again. I would league meet, I was blowing through my poles, but still it was a really big it showed me what growth I had made. So that was kind of a good but bad thing out of it. And then during districts, I almost PR'd. I almost set the D3 state record. So I was super close in that. And I think regionals was it was just a cold, rainy. I couldn't really get into my groove, so it wasn't an awesome meet. It was just I just was trying to make it. And once I had made it, I was I was happy because, it was third chance to hopefully win it again. But I don't know. There had been highs in my season with almost PRs. And I know once you get up super high, it's kind of you have to have a good day to PR. There's not you can't just go in just continuously jumping 16 feet. I don't know. Especially as a high schooler, that's really hard. But no, state's coming up. Hopefully, we've been putting in the work a lot. I'm just trying to grow as a person, grow my form. That's the biggest thing, and I'm really confident going into it. I'm top seed, so highest PR in the state right now. So I'm really looking forward to that, and I'm just going to attack it.
I think we would probably be out here for a really long time if we went down through the list of different accolades and different achievements. So you bring up state, obviously, coming up on Friday and Saturday. What kind of mindset do you have going into it? I know you touched on it a little bit, but having the experience you do, coming to try and go for a very historic 3rd state title, how much do you lean on that experience? And when you have been there before, when you have already taken home a state championship in your event twice, what is that extra push you need to really go after that 3rd?
I think it's just a confidence booster, if anything. Knowing that I've been there twice and I know that I can do it, it's just all about my mindset going into the week, which is I'm really pumped. I'm amped to just step out there and compete because that's my favorite thing to do. You know, when the pressure's on, I love competing. It's kind of like with the boring meets, I vault okay, but when there's like really heavy pressure is when I normally like rise to the occasion. So I'm hoping to repeat that and hopefully get my third. I don't know if anybody's ever done that in the vault or in general or whatever for like one event 3 years in a row, but that's my goal. Yeah, I mean, I just gotta trust in my training, and me and my coach have prepared and looking to get on my big pulls and just hopefully roll a new state record.
I know you've touched on it with a few other interviews before too, but what would that mean? And I think it means a lot to you to have that kind of opportunity to bring that back here to this area, a place that's not that big. You know, you have those other larger schools around the area, but I know you've touched on it before, but how meaningful would that be to be, you know, you already have written that legacy in your school's history, but to add one more, how does it feel to be able to do this for Mohawk?
Yeah, I think it's really an awesome experience too. You know, I get that ability to be able to. I think for like, I guess this area, there's a lot of big schools, and I feel like people kind of push Division III to the back burner, and the only people really care about is Division I. And I don't know, it's kind of just disappointing because there's just as good athletes, if not better, in all divisions, like even lower divisions, Division III, Division II, than there is Division I. Like last year, I know everybody just kept talking about, oh, the Division I pole vault's going to be so this. And then if you went back and looked, like I would have won Division I too. So I guess it's kind of cool to see a Division III kid bringing home what could have been even a Division I state title. But I think, I don't know, it's an awesome opportunity. You know, this school, it's awesome coaches, just really the community's heavily involved. Like, I have people coming up to me all the time, hey, you're Zayden, you're the pole vaulter, like, good luck. He's like, yeah, you're doing awesome things. So I guess it's really awesome to feel acknowledged just as much as the bigger divisions. So,
you know, you'll have the opportunity then once, you know, you still have some time here left to represent Mohawk in your high school career. But then obviously we touched a little bit before this about getting to go down to Houston where you'll be competing at the collegiate level. So just give me a little bit of an insight in how that decision went for you and what all goes into making a big decision like that and what you're excited about down there.
Yeah, so I guess it's been my dream ever since I've been, you know, little. I mean, it's everybody's dream. Oh, I want to go be D1 in college. And for it to actually come true is just, like, it's mind-boggling to know that all that hard work is really worth it. And if you really want something, all you have to do is put in the hard work and you can go after it. And everybody's goals, any goal that anybody has is achievable. It's just all in the amount of work you want to put in and the success you have over your high school career. So with Houston, it's a really awesome university. You have head coach Carl Lewis, regarded as like one of the best Olympians of all time. Houston in general is just an amazing college. You know, everybody wants you to go there, you know, which, I mean, obviously that's just how that goes, but they were super, super cool. The team's awesome. Their pole vault coach, Kyle Tellez, him and the other pole vaulter, Christian Stampy, he's an All-American. He's going like over 18 feet right now, so I guess I'll get to learn from him because he's only a junior, and he really wanted me to come down there, and we've been talking, and I just felt like Houston was the best decision. It's always hot. They gave me a really good deal for, like, financially, and it was just the perfect decision for me.
All right, and I know you already kind of worked some of that in there, but we finally always like to touch on what kind of words of wisdom can you pass down to someone maybe who aspires to be in a position that you'll be like here right now, as someone who's already taken home a state title, who's got to be going to compete at the college level. Is there any advice you could offer to maybe any of those younger vaulters that are looking to push themselves?
A lot of people just worry about going high, and I know that obviously seems like the goal, but you really want to start in your form. Form will always be number one, just like shooting a basketball. Like, I guess you can have some wacky forms here and there, but everybody has the flick of the wrist, the guiding hand, everything. So I guess form heavily and never doubt yourself, because as soon as you plant that little seed in your head of, oh, I don't know if I can do this, 99% of the time you will not. So just attack everything head on, be confident, trust your training, and know what you can do. And I think you'll even surprise yourself, because I know I have multiple times.
All right, well, thanks for taking a moment to chat with us today, Zayden. We obviously look forward to this weekend. We're going to be cheering you on, and we look forward to seeing what's in store for your future, too.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Well, I'd like to extend one more thank you to Zayden for coming out, taking some jumps, and taking some time to talk with me earlier this week. But now it's that time to mark your calendar, get set, and go down to Columbus. There's going to be so many athletes along with Zayden that you can go see from our local area competing on Friday and Saturday's OHSAA State Track and Field Meet. And I'd probably keep you up well past your bedtime if I read through the list of every single athlete and their events. So while I'm talking about the kids that I'm going to be focusing on and the specific events that I'll be watching with my own eyes on Saturday, I'll have a graphic up showing you everyone from our area that you can expect to see this Friday and Saturday. So the action gets started bright and early on Saturday morning, and there's several athletes that I'm really looking forward to see compete at the state meet. Corey Vermillion and Shelby Grover are two of those girls that I'm really looking forward to seeing compete at the highest level, along with Highlands Juliet Laraquente Hubner. Caden Allen will be down from Plymouth in the 100-meter dash, and the Colonel Crawford girls 4x2, 4x1, and 4x4 meter relay teams are someone I'm really excited to see compete in all three events. Also coming down from Colonel Crawford will be Cecilia Chase competing in the 1600 meter as well as the 3200 meter. Trevor Vogt will also be representing the Eagles on the guys side, running in the 300 meter hurdles. From the K-Mac, we've got Nathan Strebe running in the 800 meter, an event I first saw him run last year, so really looking forward to seeing the strides that he has taken since then. At noon, the Northmore and Crestview boys 4x400 meter relay teams will be going head to head. That's one that I've got circled that I'm really looking forward to. As we head into the afternoon, I'm really excited to see a lot of our Division II athletes competing. Ava Bowman from Shelby will be in the 100 meter as well as the 4x100 meter relay team from Shelby. Clear Fork's Joe Stupka will be competing in the 100, 200, and 400 meter dash. Really looking forward to seeing this guy get down there and get after it. The Lexington girls 4x200 meter relay team, who you saw in our interviews earlier, will be competing at 1:15. At 1:35, one that I am super excited about is we'll get to see Kayla Gonzalez of Shelby and Elsa Holm of Fredericktown compete in the 1600 meter. Kayla Gonzalez will later go on at 2:45 p.m. to compete in the 3200 meter. Once Kayla's finished up in the 2 mile at 2:45 p.m., another whippet will follow, and it will be Huck Finnegan taking his turn in the 3200 meter race. Then we take a bit of a rest and come back at 5:50 p.m. where Aaron Thornton will represent the Mansfield TY Tigers in the 300 meter hurdles. Shortly after, another Tiger, Keontes Bradley, will come up in the 200 meter. And capping things off will be the Lexington 4x400 meter relay team. That will begin at 6:50 p.m. So again, there is no shortage of athletes from our area to go down and see competing tomorrow and Saturday. Get out there, go show some support, and good luck to all the athletes from our area competing. I'm excited to see how the results finish out, but really just proud to see so many athletes from our area heading down to Jesse Owens Memorial Stadium. Well, here we are, folks. It is the end of our final episode of On the Right Track for this season. We got to give one more extra shout out to Spherion Mid-Ohio, as we always do, our show's exclusive sponsor all season long. Thank you for your support of high school athletics. Again, this couldn't have been done without you guys, so we really appreciate Spherion Mid-Ohio. And then I've got so much love and appreciation for all of the athletes and coaches that allow me to come out and take time out of their practices, out of their meets to talk to them. And there's so many incredible people that I'm just one man and can't get out and talk to, so just appreciate everyone. Remembering that I'm only one person and would love to talk to everyone at all times, so really appreciate that, and got a lot of thanks for that. And then in-house, I got to give a lot of thanks out. I got to give thanks to Brian Skoronsky and Jory Hollenbeck for all their help on the show. Adam Thompson keeping me sane here tonight. No matter how many times I may stutter, he always puts a smile on my face. And then Travis Berardi, he's Travis Berardi, so that always holds a special place in my heart, so I got to give a big thanks to him. But that's all my thank yous. It's not like the Grammys or any of those award shows. I'm not going to go on until you turn the music on. So one final thank you to everyone who's been watching this season. Definitely appreciate it and hope that we were able to bring just a little bit more news about track and field into your home. So one final time, I'm Hayden Gray signing off for On the Right Track, and we hope to see you on a live stream near you.